Great tool that I use in Infuse when it's used during the lesson, when it's used kind of live is what I call it during the lesson. You're able to see when kids respond, how quickly they respond. It puts them in order from first respondent to last respondent. You can also see a graph of how many kids have answered one way and how many kids have answered another way. And then you're also able to see on the third option of who has answered it. And then you're able to check in with those kids and just say, you know, did you need some help with something? Are you unsure of the answer? Can I help you? So you instantly can help kids that kind of seem stuck or are taking a little bit longer to answer the questions. We use Infuse today for two different parts. We're going to use Infuse for our mental math. That's where you have to kind of do some things in your head and write down the answer. And then the second thing we're going to do is we're going to take a quiz at the end of the lesson to see if you understand some of the math terms that we did today for our math lesson. Is 37 greater than or less than 48? This one, there's not a submit button. There's an arrow on the left. There's a bar on the side. And there's an arrow here. That's what you hit. That's like your submit button. Draw your symbol. Is 343 greater than or less than 299?
And 125.
All right, Devin, did you submit?
Yeah.
She logged in and left. That's why it's red. All right, let's see. It looks like everybody got it. One mistake. One mistake. Two main ways I use Infuse. When I use it for mental math, I can have kids answer a numeric question. I'll give them a problem on the board and they'll be able to type in the number answer. I'm able to do a draw response. Today we did a greater than and less than. The students had a blank screen and they could use the marker option to draw the greater than or less than symbol. So that works great when you're doing geometry, when you're doing fractions, being able to use that drawing tool. Kids are able to do some sort and ordering also on them during the lesson. One mistake again. You have to remember when you're looking at the thousands, if they're the same, you have to go to the hundreds. Don't forget the hundreds. And we're going to eat the bigger number. So which one's bigger? Is 1,246 bigger or is 1,792 bigger? And for the quizzes, they're able to do multiple choice, true and false. You can also do the true and false when you're doing it live with the lesson. Sort and order. The only one you cannot do when you're doing a quiz is the drawing option. When you create quizzes for the kids in Infuse, you're also able to upload pictures and incorporate those on tests. So for math, it works great. You could insert a picture of a grid. You could insert a graph of some type. You could insert pictures of fractions, but you're not able to use the drawing tool with that option of testing. Okay, begin quiz. Remember, this one you can go back on. The nice option about Infuse, if you're doing the quiz option, is you're able to end the quiz at the end of the time, and it sends you a printout that you can download via Excel and have that and save it in your files. It figures out the percentage of kids that got it correct and the percent what the student got on the quiz, how they did, or test how they did. And then I'm able to save those and look at that data for future tests and also for reteaching of concepts. Before, with our everyday math program, I would assess kids during the class using their whiteboards and walk around the class and then try to take marks on a piece of paper of who got the answers correct and who did not. Now that I've been using Infuse, I I use it during the lesson when we do our mental math and reflexes at the beginning of the day. I'm able to see instantly who has it. I'm able to screen capture them on my iPad or my iPhone and have that as data to look at then for reteaching the next day. I've also used Infuse for exit slips at the end of the day, at the end of the lesson. I've used a poster board where kids have put post-it notes. The post-it notes have fallen off. I don't know who belongs to which post-it note. And now using Infuse, the kids can answer questions at the end of the lesson, and then I'm able to look through and see how they answer those questions, if they get them right or not. And then I'm able to use another time during that same day or at the beginning of the math block the next day to do reteaching of the concepts that the kids missed.